Foster fans, and welcome to a new segment that we're doing called 5 for Foster, where we ask Norm Foster 5 questions about certain topics that we're interested in knowing more about and a little bit about what we're doing here at the festival. Hi, Norm. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Emily. Fine.
Good, good. So this segment, we're going to ask you a little bit about the playwriting workshops that we have coming up that you have recently done for us for your first time doing playwriting workshops, as I understand it.
Yep.
And so I thought I'd start with the first question being, what is your best tip for someone wanting to start writing a play?
Well, if you're talking about start writing the actual play, if you're just like a rookie to writing, I would say think of a good story and characters, and then sort of map out what you want the story to be, what the play, like each scene, map out things you want in each scene and what's going to happen at the end. When I write now, I used to write like that, but when I write now, I've gained so much confidence in writing that I just think of a beginning and where I want it to end, and I work towards the end. But I think if you're just starting to write a play, you might want to think about each scene, where it's going to go, and you want to grab the audience right off the top too. You want to get their interest, so don't fiddle around too much from the first 15 pages. Get right into it. Yeah.
That's great advice. Okay, question number 2. What was your favorite part about the last group of sessions that we ran?
I think it was the when we gave assignments. I gave assignments for them to write like a monologue and to write a scene between two characters and to write the beginning of the play. And I was really, I don't want to say surprised, but I was amazed at how good the writing was, and I really enjoyed reading their work. And and they, even now I've had them. Some of the students send me plays they've written, and I read them, and I'm really impressed. So that was my favorite part, was to see how good they were when they sat down to actually write something.
I love that, and I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed reading all of their writing as well, and it's obviously a goal and a future goal for us to keep fostering new playwrights here in Canada. So I'm glad to hear you say that. Okay, question number 3. What are the phases you go through when writing a play? Example for anyone who may not know what the process is. What is workshopping?
Oh, workshopping is when I finish a play. You and I get some actors together, and hopefully the actors who are eventually going to do the show, and we get them to sit around a table or on a screen like this, and they read the play out loud for me so that I can hear it. Because reading a play and writing a play is a lot different from hearing it actually read by characters and hearing the characters out loud. So that's a very important part for me. I do the workshop, and then I go away and I do a bunch of rewrites after the workshop. And then hopefully at that point, the play is ready for the rehearsal process.
Great. So question number 4, as a writer, where do you find your inspiration?
I'm inspired by good writing. And not just plays, because I don't read. As you can see, my bookcase is empty back here. I don't read. I just write. So I don't even know I have a bookcase. I don't read. Sometimes I'm embarrassed to admit that I don't read novels. I don't read plays unless somebody sends me it and says, "Can you read my play?" I'm inspired by seeing things on the screen, good writing in a television show and a movie. That's what inspires me. That's really it. That is wanting to make my next play better than the last one. That inspires me. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, question number 5, last question. Who are other writers that you admire?
Okay, now that's a good question, because I don't have any other writers that I admire, because, as I said earlier, I don't read. Plus, I have favorite plays, not necessarily the writer. The Odd Couple by Neil Simon. Everybody says, "Oh, you're the Canadian Neil Simon." Well, that's very flattering, but I didn't start out to imitate Neil Simon. I saw The Odd Couple. I liked that play. I saw a play called Glengarry Glen Ross by David Mamet. I love that play. Death of a Salesman, Arthur Miller, my favorite play of all time. So I don't really have a writer who I admire, but I have plays that I hold in high esteem.
That's great. And that's the 5 questions for Norm Foster that we have today. Thank you so much, Norm, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you, Emily.